You can't have Halloween cookies without doing a mummy one. So I just used one of my gingerbread cutters for this cookie, and I'm going to spread some black flood on here. So I'm just doing, some little squiggly lines to cover the cookie up. This is going to be our base. I want it to be like a nice dark base for the mummy. So when some of the lines peek through, it kind of looks scary and creepy because it's nice and dark. And we're going to spread it all the way to the edge with a paintbrush. I'm using my flood so that it spreads nice and evenly. If you use your outline, if it's really thick, it's really hard to spread. So this is kind of nice and easy to spread. And once it's dry, we can move on to the next step here. And we're going to do nice big orange eyes. Now I want to make them look like they're glowing from underneath all the mummy wrappings. So that's why I've got a nice bright orange here. I like to use the electric orange from Americolor to give it a nice bright color. And I'm using my outline consistency and just smoothing it out with my scribe a little bit. And then right away I'm going to go in with my outline black and just put a little dot of black so it looks like an eyeball. And that way they're nice, big, bulgy eyes that are going to come through once. And so now on to the mummy part. So I've got a tip here. The base is flat and the top is not. So this is the only kind of flat tip that I have that has this shape to it. So this is what I'm going to use for the mummy. If you don't have this kind of tip, then you can always cut your bag at an angle as well and just use that to make like kind of like a flat line. Or you can just do piping, just regular piping lines as well. That works great too. I'm using an outline consistency here because I want the icing to be thick and hold its shape. I don't want to start layering on this icing and it pooling together or melting together. So we want to use outline consistency for this. And here I'm just doing lines across his body, kind of crisscrossing them a little bit. There's still going to be a little bit of black that peeks through. That kind of gives us that dark looking scary mummy. And you want to make sure to get close to his eyes, but not quite covering them completely. You want to make sure that you can still see those big, bulgy orange eyes. And you can really do any color, or you can do a few, some orange, some green, some purple, some yellow. And you just kind of keep layering it gently until you're satisfied with it. And I love having cutters like this where you can use them for multiple occasions, for Christmas, a gingerbread man, for Halloween like this, and you can really do a lot more than just one type of cookie with it. And notice every time I'm piping, I'm touching down in the beginning and the end to make sure that that stiff icing does stick to the cookie. Stiffer icing usually is drier, so it has a little bit of a harder time to stick down. You want to make sure it attaches nicely and it sticks to where you want it to be placed. And once you're happy with all the lines there, all the covering, that's it. You've got your mummy cookie, a super simple, easy, but spooky Halloween cookie. I hope you like the tutorial. We'll see you in the next one.